I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on Spotlight, we're taking a look at a powerful book. It is called Surefire. It is Michaeli Tom's heartfelt journey of rediscovering her faith. This wonderful book invites readers into her deeply personal experience of finding God's unwavering presence, even through life's darkest trials. Her story is a testament to resilience, hope, and the transformative power of reconnecting with one's creator. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today on Spotlight. We thank the team at Atticus Publishing for helping us put her in the spotlight today. And we ask viewers like you to support writers like her by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing her amazing book. The links are below this interview. Michaeli, great to see you here today on Spotlight. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited.
Excited to have you on the show. You've done such a great job with this
Thank
book.
you.
Can you share a little bit with us about the journey of rediscovering your faith that led to this book?
Yes, so I grew up in church. I grew up in private school, memorizing scripture,
Mhm.
and just the experience of constantly being in those places and then seeing people act in a contrary way just really, I don't know, it pushed me away from the faith and away from God. I didn't want to read the Bible. I didn't want to go to church and be around people very much. And one day, a couple years ago, my sister-in-law asked me to go to a Bible study with her. And I didn't really want to do it, but I wanted to spend time with her. So I went, and the more I read, the more I realized, I wasn't mad at God. I was mad more with people and how they had let me down, made me feel isolated and like I couldn't connect. And what I found was that I had always been connected with him and he had never left me. And he had always been there to kind of guide me, even whenever I was being stubborn and trying to do my own thing.
Exactly, exactly. How do you
Yeah.
feel you overcame the influences that tried to pull you away from your beliefs?
Well, when I was really young, I had just a concrete experience with God. Um, I was in an accident
Mm.
and I had broke my collarbone and lacerated my liver. And doctors can't really do anything for that because your liver is like a sponge. And so I was bleeding to death internally and they couldn't do anything. And um, I had grown up with a story from my dad about his healing. And so I just prayed and prayed. And I felt this, it felt like warm water pouring over me. And the very next day, they were like, I don't know what happened, but she no longer needs surgery. She's no longer bleeding inside. And, the only thing that could have possibly happened was God healed me. And so I always knew that He loved me enough to heal me then and hear me. And um, so, really, the only thing that overcame everything was Him.
Amazing, amazing. That is the power of prayer. That is the power of faith. And amazing things do happen. Sometimes we don't get immediate answers like you did, but other
Yes.
times we do, which is wonderful as well.
Mhm.
Talk to us a little bit about what message you hope readers take away from your journey.
Um, it really comes down to choice. There's two main female characters, and they're given the same gifts essentially and the same opportunities. And the choices that they make lead them into completely opposite paths. And with one, even though things may not be looking her way, God is always there. He's always giving her hope. He's always giving her love and peace and all the fruits of the Spirit. And that's what powers her to complete her assignment.
Talk to us a little bit about how your role as a mom influenced your faith journey.
Well, you can't take anything to heaven other than your children. That's the main goal is to get them to where they know God. And I want to be a source of knowledge and influence for them so that if they're starting to question or move away, kind of like I did, I can be a sound and reasonable person for them to come to and talk. And yeah, their spirit is my like power and everything. They give me drive to be better every day.
Children are also a wonderful reminder of the wonder of God. I mean, when you see them, you see God's creation, you realize that this universe means a lot more than just the ordinary things in life. It's about the extraordinary things in life. And I think your book points that out nicely as well. You're a busy
Thank you.
lady. You run a business, you're parenting, you're writing. Tell us a little bit about your life.
Well, so I own and coach at a cheer gym here in Andrews, and I have some of the best coaches that help me, and the students we have are just phenomenal. That takes up most of my week, but getting to be around them and getting to pray for them and mentor them and lead as many people as I can back towards God as much as I possibly can. That's, I believe, my calling is to be a standpoint and a pillar for those people because I have had such a personal connection with God that He expects me to use it to help people that may not have experienced Him in the ways that I have. Um, and so I'm trying my best every day.
Well, you're doing great, no doubt. Doing great, no doubt. Tell us why you call the book Surefire.
Um, I, you know, surefire, like everybody talks about how your spirit shines very brightly. And when you're with God, it shines even more so. And so with this, the surefires are the individuals that, regardless of circumstance, regardless of what's going on around them, they're so on fire for God that it ignites everything around them.
Wonderful. That's a great metaphor, no doubt. Give the folks at home an overview of the book. What will they find when they crack open the covers?
Well, it is it is a bit darker. It's a little bit sad and rough around the edges, but I feel like a lot of people's experience is that it's not sunshine and rainbows. It's hard and hurt and um, pain. And, every good gift comes from God. And we can't look at good things and feel like somehow we deserved it because we are deserving of good things. It's we fall short, but he loves us so much more that he wants to give us good things out of the abundance of his heart and his nature. And um, so even though she's traveling down this road of uncertainty and um, just, I don't know, feeling lost, he is always right there. He's always guiding her steps. And just he makes it perfect in the end.
Yeah. 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 It's a
Yeah.
wonderful journey of faith. And, life is dark at times. It's part of life. I had a
Mhm.
pastor say to me one time, life is hard. And once you accept that fact, it becomes easier. And
Yes.
I always thought that was very true. And it stuck with me. You found your faith again in part through the Bible study that you went to. Do you still go to
Mhm.
Bible study? Do you go to church? Tell us a little bit about where you are spiritually and religiously right now.
Well, school started back up, so we've not been able to do Bible study as much, but I have started going to a church here in Andrews called Kingdom's Gate, and
Mhm.
it's an ecclesia. It is very spirit-led, and it is fantastic. It has fed my soul so much. The people there are just the most wonderful and encouraging and uplifting. They'll pray for you, they'll help you, and it's more of a family than anything, and it's wonderful.
Well, it's great you found a great community of faith there in West
Yes.
Texas and one you feel
hmm
comfortable in and one you feel supported in. Now that you've written this book, do you got the writing bug? Are you thinking about writing anything else?
I wasn't whenever I first wrote it. I
Hmm.
was kind of just thinking it was going to be by itself, but from the people that know me and know that I wrote it, they have really wanted another one. And
Hmm.
so I've started kind of working on that, but I have another book right now called The Queen of Smoke and Stars
Hmm.
that I'm about halfway done with.
Great.
So, yeah,
And,
I'm
and
just
what's that one going to be about?
it's going to be about trying to find the light in a very dark place.
Okay, it's a
Yeah.
recurring theme in your work, but it's told differently,
Yeah.
I'm sure. And well, like I said, that's life. You know, there is the ups, there's downs, there's light, there's dark, there's the yin and the yang. It's all
Yeah.
part of it. And the light shines brightest when you're in a dark place sometimes. So
Yeah.
I'm sure you're doing a great job with that newest book. Did a wonderful job with this book. It is called
Thank you.
Surefire. It is Michaeli Tom tells her journey of rediscovering her faith. This powerful book invites readers into a deeply personal experience of finding God's unwavering presence, even through life's darkest trials. The story is a testament of resilience, hope, and the transformative power of reconnecting with one's creator. Michaeli, thank you so much for joining me here today on Spotlight.
Okay, thank you so much for having me. I had a great time.
I'm glad you had fun. Great talking to you, to the folks at home. I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time on Spotlight.